We're not doing too bad as far as me getting out of here on time, so we can go the full hour. We're going to do, this will be the last segment, I believe. I've been looking at these segments and they've been fooling me. I've been thinking we're taking 10 minutes longer than we are. So we're just past the 50-minute period now by about 25 seconds. So we're going to be finishing up hopefully. So we are looking at this fretboard we made here. But I'm sure there's other topics to consider, but I know you don't want me to be, giving you lip service on these things, and we're all over the place, and it's so confusing. But remember, with the pentatonic, caged is a pentatonic descending, so we're going this way. A goes to G in the caged word. Pentatonic and ascending is going the other way, is G goes to A. So we can use, where we can usually look at caged, the caged system, with the interlocking, the note sharing, we usually look at that as horizontal movement. If we do caged in pairs, we can use it for vertical movement. As long as you're doing some kind of, you don't mind playing these notes again. And you just kind of play along there, A goes to G. G goes to E in that pair. All right, E goes to D. That kind of thing, so you can kind of build your way up, and people love that. They love when you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Or, you're hitting the same notes. When people do that, they just want to reinforce, but while they're reinforcing the note patterns that they know, also making good music out of it. So that we have. So let's go back to the regular pattern stack now. Remember, we built all this from the regular pattern stack. So this is P-force tuning. So we can follow the pattern from bottom, spelling caged in 2-letter steps, C, A, G, E, and the 3 is the third string. These are the strings. So string 1 would be C, A, string 2 would be G, E, and we climb up this ladder. On our way down, reverse the ladder following a pentatonic scale. Remember, this is a pentatonic scale. D, E, G, A, C, D. Ascending. I should have wrote ascending there. So this also brings that out. So in the fretboard overview map, okay, we've got everything. This is the string convention. This is the low E, the lowest E note, lowest note on the guitar. On your guitar, mine's even lower. That's why my strings go wah wah wah. I've tried even tuning it lower, and they started to really lose their ability to return to their original shape. They lost their tonality. So I had to say, okay, down tuning it 2 whole steps is as far as I can go with that, as far as it practically. So, but with the regular guitar, so string 1 we're going to call the bottom string. Okay, you can go up in fifths in string shapes, down in fourths. Now, incidentally, you look at the actual notes. So let's look at maybe we need one with all the note numbers on it. So let's just say this was the fret nut here. Then we'd be in the key of C. So third of C, E is the third of C, A is the sixth of C, D is the second of C, G is the fifth of C, B is the 7th of C, and E is the 3rd of C again. Okay? Okay, so what I was saying was, it even works for numbers, but it works in reverse with actual notes. So everything's in reverse with guitar. You know, caged is a the reverse of cage is an ascending pentatonic scale, D E G A C. You know, caged is a descending pentatonic scale, C A G E D. So these things are in reverse too. As you go up in the strings, when you're tuning your guitar, they go up in fourths, and they go down in fifths. So the 5th of E is B, the 5th of B, they go up in fourths and down in fifths. The 5th of E is B, okay? But now the 5th of B is F sharp, but it's an augmented fifth rather, and it goes to the G. So the 5th of B is F sharp, but it's an augmented fifth. So going up, we have a diminished fourth. So 4th of E is A, 4th of A is D, 4th of D is G, 4th of G is C, but it's a diminished fourth to B. 4th of B again back to 4th is E, but now in fifth. 5th of E is B. 5th of B is F sharp, but we augment it to the G, and then we go back to the normal 5th of G is D, 5th of D is the A string, 5th of A string is the E string. So it works in strings, but it's going up in fourths and down in fifths. In string shapes, it's the opposite. In string shapes, it's the opposite. Okay? In string shapes, you'll hear me repeating it, means I'm buying time to get this. It's up in fifths and down in fourths. So remember that. It's backwards. That's the only... Be comfortable with these backwards relationships in the guitar. Things that are opposite to one another. So the E shape, you know, the 5th of E is B, but we go to the augmented C. Right off the bat from string 1. So remember we had trouble off the bat doing the actual tuning notes. We go, the 5th of E is B. Fair enough, but oh, we got trouble right away. The 5th of B is F sharp. But we have to augment it to fit the shape, you know. Well, we've got trouble right on the bottom when it's backwards. We get trouble right in the beginning here. So we get the C shape going, the 5th of C is the G shape. Oh, guess we don't have any trouble. Hold on. My bad. Doing the E shape, not starting with it. We don't have any trouble with the C shape. C is never any trouble. It's the E shape. When we start on the E shape here, no matter what the key, it could be an E-shaped F. So we could start on the same low E here, the lowest note. So it's an E-shaped F. Here's your key of F. Here's your E-shaped F. Okay, so we start on an E-shaped F. Okay, so the 5th of E is A. The 5th of A is D. The 5th is E, rather. Hold on, messed up. Okay, end of the line blooper there. We don't have time, so I guess I messed up, so I'd look at the clock. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. I know I did, and so I thank you. And I hope to see you next time. Don't forget, look for those links underneath for the Facebook group. And good luck playing, and keep watching the videos to keep learning.